The idea of toys moving on their own can be an exciting one, thanks to films like Toy Story giving our most beloved childhood toys personalities. Yet that is not the world we live in, so when toys do explainable things, it can be quite the frightening ordeal. So today on Top 5 Scary Videos, we're going to be counting down the top 5 scary toy stories. Let's jump in. Coming in at 5. Furby. This creepy tale comes from Reddit user GRZMNKY, who said, I quote, "A friend bought me a Furby as a joke while we were stationed in Germany. The one she got me was red and black and evil looking. Fast forward a couple weeks after losing interest in the thing, I'm sleeping and I suddenly hear this demonic gravelly voice come from my bookshelf. Not the sound of batteries running out, but a seriously demonic voice. I jump up and turn on the lights and search for the sound. I hear it coming from the top shelf, and when I look, nothing is there. Suddenly I hear the voice behind me, and the little bastard is sitting on top of my wall locker, just repeating this ka 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 a sound. Then it says, 'Hello my son, I miss you.' I immediately took it out to the burn pit and cleansed it with fire. It screamed as it burned. I can still hear those screams 10 years later." Whoa, okay. I truly hope this story is legitimate because it's absolutely horrifying. I love it. A plausible answer to the demonic Furby could be that the friend who gifted the Furby perhaps replaced its voice recording with their own as a way to freak out their friend, although I'm assuming after 10 years the friend would eventually admit to it, unless they're playing the long game, which I respect. Coming in at number 4, A Song in the Middle of the Night. This story comes to us from Reddit user Alira1228, who said, "When I was like 7 or 8, my dad gave me a Madame Alexander doll, which started my love of beautiful porcelain dolls. My mum's boyfriend learned this and got me a cheap porcelain doll for Christmas. It had one of those wind-up things on the back and would play Sweet Child of Mine. I liked it at first until in the middle of the night it would just start playing by itself. It moved to the very back of my closet after that, and then I left it there when I took my sister's room when she moved out. My brother, who inherited the old room, said he found the doll because he would hear it playing in the middle of the night too. I mean, I can imagine after a dozen times of hearing Sweet Child of Mine it would get annoying. I assume what happened here was the cheap doll had some sort of malfunction in its system, or some wires were crossed, or it was possessed. One of those things." Coming in at number 3, She's Watching You. This story comes to us from Reddit user Twatwaffle83. Great name by the way. They said, "You know those cheap plastic dolls that you can get at craft stores that you can knit or crochet elaborate dresses for? Popular with grannies. My mum received one of those dolls with purple dress from an elderly neighbour lady not long before the lady passed away. My mum had a blue armchair in her bedroom and had the doll sitting on it. She always kept the door open. Every time I would pass her room, the doll would turn its head to look at me. My nephew, who's not much younger than me, experienced the same thing. I had nightmares about that doll. I just hated it. Eventually my mum gave it away and I was beyond relieved." Yep, that's terrifying. Just the idea that some people have experienced in the flesh their toys or dolls moving is horrifying. I would have burned that doll the moment its little head turned. No thank you. Coming in at number 2, The Bunny. This one comes to us from Reddit user IcePhoenix18, who said, "I had a little plush bunny from Easter that played music when you squeezed its tummy. I kept it in a drawer in my closed closet. One morning at 5 AM I woke up to something landing on my stomach. It was the bunny, playing the music incredibly slowly. I got up and threw it into the hall because it scared me. When my mum came to wake me up, I asked her if it was still there. Nope, she still doesn't remember anything to do with that bunny 12 years later." Well, I mean, experiencing a toy come to life is one thing, but knowing your family have zero recollection of the doll ever even existing is another. Was it all an elaborate dream, or was this a possessed bunny currently seeking out its next victim? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And lastly, in at number 1, The Floppy Bear. Our last story comes to us once again from Reddit, uploaded by Zanky. They said, "When I was a little kid I used to sleep with a bed full of soft toys. I had my large bears and Noah, the awesome polar bear that has never left my side since I got him. I fell asleep after a few hours of being trapped in my room, but something woke me up after my mum had gone to bed. It was very early in the morning, 1 to 2 AM, and I could hear something. I stayed very still and listened. Then I felt it. One of my soft toys climbed over me and slid off the side of the bed and onto the floor with a thud. I tried to catch it moving, but it was just standing next to my bed. It was a floppy toy bear, so it couldn't stand on its own. I grabbed it and asked it what it was doing. It didn't say anything or move. I dumped it back on the bed and fell back to sleep after a while. I made sure all the dolls and soft toys apart from Noah left my room after that. I've tried to rationalize it since. I was still pretty young when it happened, under 10, but I remember it so clearly. I was not dreaming. I know I wasn't. I had a rabbit but wasn't hurt. winter. She slept in her hutch outside in the summer and nothing had gotten into the house. She also didn't move like I had felt either. I don't know what else it could have been. This happened before I saw a black hooded thing standing next to my bed one morning, but after something had woken me up, scratching my leg in the night. Whatever that was bolted when it realized I was awake. It was small. I thought it was my dead guinea pig, that he was upset with me because he died, but now I'm not so sure. Well, this story went on a journey that I was not expecting. I mean, the dark figure makes sense. Many people experience sleep paralysis during the night, with images from their dreams spilling over into the awake state. But to assume it is your dead guinea pig is a whole other thing that I can't quite explain. And then the toy standing up on its own, creepy. No thank you. Again, I'm going with some sort of sleep paralysis experience, but what do you guys think? Well, there we have it. Did these toy stories spook you? Do you have any of your own? I feel like at least once we've all experienced something creepy surrounding our toys. I remember when I was young, I believed my toys moved when I wasn't looking. I would leave my room, wait for 5 minutes, and then enter, with them all being in different positions. Being older, I assume gravity had a part in this, causing them to fall, or perhaps my sisters moved them. No matter what the incident, there is always a reason, and if there isn't a reason, you need to burn that toy if you ask me. If you haven't already, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another scary vid. And until next time, see you later.